Dallas Catholics asked for healing and forgiveness tonight over a sex abuse scandal that rocked their church. Bishop Edward Burns led a ceremony of sorrow at St. Cecilia Catholic Church. During that service, he removed his headdress and cross as a sign of humility and penance. He also announced that over the last couple of weeks, an outside team of investigators made up of former FBI agents and other law enforcement experts have been examining the church's file, looking for possible predators. In August, St. Cecilia's congregation learned that a longtime priest was under investigation for allegedly molesting 3 teens. Reverend Edmundo Paredes disappeared among those claims. The church thinks that he fled to the Philippines.